Okay, everybody, welcome back to Winch Point. I'm Whiskey One, signing on, and we're picking up where we left off in Black River. We've got our Western Star over there in the background. The Kodiak's here, just ready to push into the log station. So just a recap. We're down to 3 contracts to go. This should be the last episode. I highly suggest. I'm probably going to make it the last episode anyway. We'll get it all done. And all 3 of these we have made a start on. Like 2 of the 3, we just need to deliver 1 load of long logs. And the one that's mainly in Black River here is 2 full loads of mediums, like 2 double loads and 3 long logs to the lumber mill, which is relatively close. It's not that difficult to get to. So that's about it. So we just got to hook into it. We've got to get it done. So let's sign on. All right, cool. Still at 97, but that's fine. 97%. But like I said, this will knock it off. So just debating what to do first. We might actually just go make it into the Western Star. Jump in the Western Star and we'll get it and the Kodiak around to the lumber mill, or the log station to start things off. At least get them in position, and then we'll go from there. Let's get to work. A lot to do. All right. Yeah, it's still there. All right. I don't want to drag that stuff with me. Actually, on second thoughts, I think I'll just cut it away. We'll get the Western Star, the Kodiak, and we'll even get the P16 into position outside the log station. Because yeah, to kick it off, just got a bit of fleet movement to do. So I'll pick it up when we're in position, and we'll kick off from there. Alright, we're back. There was quite a bit of movement going on there. I'll run through what we just did, just in preparation. So the P16 was back at Smithville Dam. So it, as well as the Kodiak and the White Western Star there, you can see at the back, we're now lined up right up here, 3 in a row, ready to go into the log station. So good to go. I moved the Fleet Star in from Smithville Dam it grabbed the service trailer on the way through. We're parked up just at the intersection to go back to the original garage and to head off up to where the power lines are down and up to that garage. The only reason I grabbed this, doesn't have many repair points in it. It's got 70, but it's got two spare tyres. And I seem to be pretty keen at popping tyres lately. So apart from that, I want my main trucks to finish at the garage. And the garage. I won't circle the farm, I'll circle the garage. I want him to finish at the garage, and you'll see why at the end. Yeah, the Kodiak's ready for the log station, and the Chev, our scout, is parked up near our bridge, fully loaded with fuel, fully bombed up with fuel, just as a bit of a waypoint for everything coming in and out. So we are ready. So we'll go back to the P16. And our first order of business, I think we're going to do the 2 outstanding at, not that one. The 2 outstanding in Smithville Dam. And we're going to start with this one, Norton's house. Norton's house is way over here, near the logistics base. So it's the furthest away and needs 1 load of long logs. So we're going to crack into that right now. We'll get started. So we'll head on down and we'll drag the old Kodiak with us and get set up. Yeah, that was a bit of movement. That took like half an hour to get everything done. You didn't want to see that. Just a lot of backwards and forwards. The same drive like 5 times. But we're good. And you're probably going to see it a lot more now. Alright, so once again, while we're finishing here, we can get medium and long logs. It's a mouthful. From this log station, it's the only one where you can get both. And also, I do want to finish at Black River, just for ease of use for the ending. Let's drop that there. Just have everything kind of near the garage, and there's that one contract that's all Black River, so just easier to finish here. And we'll rip around. Park right there. There's always mud pits when you're trying to park up here. A bit more. It's going to be a problem. That's what I'm trying to do. Drag your front around. What a drama. Get out of there. You know what? We might be alright there. Deployed. Not really. Not happy with that. No, get out of there. Thank you. Alright. Let's start that again. How do we want to do that? Try to get a bit closer. Closer this way. Great. I think I've just ended up in the same rut. Alright, quick deploy. It's best we're going to get. Alright, long logs. Go. One more. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Pack it down. All right, let's go. Yeah, whoop, not that one. I'll make sure we're tracking the right one. Which one? That one. Oh, we were. All right. There we go. Off to Norton's house. Smithville Dam. This is a long drive, this one. Getting out near that logistics base is an absolute killer. At least the good news, working out of Black River, a good portion of this drive is going to be on sealed road. So whilst it might be long, at least getting to that farm turn off at getting to that farm turn off in Smithville Dam. Most of it's sealed road, so pretty easy drive. Alright, very, very good. We're on our way. The end is so close. So close. What's going on here? Alright, we'll just keep refueling the whole way through. We want that. And that. That's what they're there for. We just keep on doing it. The scout trailer in town. We've got the GMC with its tanker. And then we did leave another fuel tanker at the previous lumber mill in Smithville Dam. So that should have enough to cover the 2 trips we need to do back at Smithville Dam, out to Norton's house here, and then to the drill site second. I hope. Had a bit, didn't have a lot. It should be alright. Oh man, that last episode, getting out of that quarry, oh my god, what an absolute nightmare that was. I don't even know what I was thinking. I just botched that so hard. that was outrageous. But anyway, that's part of the fun, I suppose. You look back, yeah, I was an idiot. That's SnowRunner for you though. Don't take a shortcut, you're going to pay for it. cool. So yeah, like I said, it's very easy drive, like physically easy. Just it's a long way to get out to where we're going to go. Or physically easy on the truck, being all sealed roads. Oh, corner. Whew. And yeah, pretty pumped to have this finished Michigan. I mentioned it in the I think it was the last episode, maybe the one before. Like, it's a good area, it's a good opener, but man, it's huge. And like, this is like the third time I've done it, so you kind of like, but it's a good area. Get a bit of everything. Yeah, pumped to get stuck into Alaska. And that would kind of kick off my blind playthrough proper. So yeah, pretty excited with that. And if you're hanging around this long, if you wait to the very end of the episode, might be a little teaser for that one, for our next operation. But you'll have to wait and see on that. Again, refuel. Alright, now just got to do us until we get to that log station in Smithville Dam. Should be okay. Just thinking as well, if I left a repair trailer, service trailer anywhere easy to get to try to have everything in tip-top shape before we wrap it up here. One out at Drummond Island, and there's one in an Island Lake, but don't know if I could really be bothered going to get them. Oops. Come on. All right. Very good. Very good. Nice clear day here. Very good. Very good. Into Norton's house. Let's go. What a drive. Yeah, I really hope fuel doesn't become a problem here. It's gonna be terrible if it does. Alright, let's get in there. Believe it or not, I was just trying to keep it on the flat parts. It didn't happen at all. Ooh. Really? There we go. All right. Just trying to get fancy in high range. definitely doesn't like it. Alright, so the plan will be, we'll get in there, drop them off, and then I'll be looking at cutting the drive away. I'll pick you back up at the log station because we just have to do this all again. There's no getting away from it. The exact same drive again. Such is the nature of logging, I'm afraid. Making in a low range. Come on, you got the power. Let's go. No turn at that corner. Wow, okay. Gonna be ooh, it's gonna be cutting a fine. Come on, get up there. Now it's very, very tempting to try the quick way. So it's just so hard to go in, like to get into that area using it. Oh, no, we're not going to make that. Nah, I'll resist the urge. If that quarry taught us anything last time. No. Oh, we'll definitely come out that way. Here it is. That's our, that's the turn. If anyone's seen it, there's a way you can go up around here, but this corner, this area here is an absolute disaster. So you got to come all the way around. It's just heading, it's like downhill, corner, a pretty steep angle. It's just all sorts of wrong. Going down loaded and just asking for trouble. Coming out unloaded should be alright, pretty easy. But yeah, just yeah. It's so very tempting, but I'm going to resist. Alright, we're making good time now. Traveling 250 on fuel, okay. What's happened there? Alright. Alright, 238. Okay. Well, at least we know we can get down to the drill site, no problem, for the next delivery. Heaps of fuel. Now we're just going to get to bloody Norton's house. Another one that lives in a ridiculous place. Bloody Norton. There we go, our brand new drill site. Nice, alright. Whoa. No silly buggers now. We are so far away from anything that can help us. Alright, fuel. 213, okay. Nice and easy. Here's the rubbish area. We'll avoid that angle. Forward. Yeah, get down here. Look at that bit. Terrible. 180 on the fuel. I'm just gonna do a nav check. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Alright. Come on, come on. That's it. No fancy parking, just get in there. Just get them unloaded. Oops. We KO'd the letterbox. God, I'm hitting the fence. Oh. Timber at arm's reach. That wasn't easy, right? But you made it, and I expected nothing less of you. Here's your well-earned reward. Ooh, 17,000. We'll take it. Turn off for a minute. I was stressing out then. I didn't want that to unpack or do anything. Alright. Next. That's one down, 2 to go. Next is logs for the workers. Long logs to the drilling site. Perfect. So, unfortunately, pretty much what we just did, and we're going to do it again. Okay, but we'll head out the quick way, up past the logistics base. 49% fuel. That could be an issue. Alright. I'll get past the logistics base, past the shortcut area, like the harder part, and then we'll cut it away. And I'll pick his back up at Black Island, but let's get through there first. It's always a barrel of laughs. This area is pretty bad for the mud, but you got to stay on the high side here. Generally the better bet. Watch these rocks. This is the area here. If you're coming down, you can just see the angle, the turn. I did cover it last time. We had to come out logistics base. It's just everything about it is just trouble. This wasn't issues. It's not going to hold on. No. Yeah, there's nothing. What about there? Will you give us a push? Oh my God. What's going on here? We don't have the fuel for this. Alright, start again. Wow. Wow. Ooh. What are we at? 117. Yeah, we definitely don't have the fuel for this this type of shenanigan. Let's go there and there. Fully up that way. That's what we want. Come on. Alright, there you go. Wow. Oh yeah, you come down that way, good luck. That's all I got to say to you. Good luck to you. Alright, we should... 100 litres, we should be alright. Okay, I'll pick you guys back up at the log station in Black River for round 2. I'll see you there. Okay, everybody, we are back at the lumber mill. Such a long drive. Alright. Now, let's gear up for our last delivery. Our last yeah, it's this one. Whew. About to go down the wrong road. Our last objective in Smithville Dam. Another load of long logs to that drill site. It's a pretty long drive back. Hey, good though. I enjoyed it. If those cutaways though get annoying, let me know. Just thought in the interest of saving time to keep things chugging along at a good pace. Oh, we are about to see that drive again. Alright, another load of long logs, please. Free? Yeah. Oh yeah, perfect. Alright. Round 2, let's go. We got on, yep, drill site. Logs to the workers. It's going to be a nighttime drive. Very good, very good. So we'll get this one done. Get out of Smithville Dam for the last time. Then we might look at breaking it up with a bit of medium logs, just for something completely different. Let's get this done as quick as we can. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep filling up on the way, as you should. Trailer's got heaps. The trailer probably has the most of them all. I'm pretty sure the tanker in town... Oh, come on, truck. Pretty sure that tanker in town is running pretty low now. This is good. This is good. Good speed, making good time. Like I said, it's a long drive, but at least it's an easy drive. Or at least one of the easier drives. Easy. Easy. Alright. Still probably going to be a mammoth episode, even with all the cuts. I'm just hell-bent on getting this done now. Once we get this delivery done though, and Smithville Dam done, should be able to knock the rest off pretty quick. It should happen in quick time. Let's refuel again. Refuel. Oh no, what am I talking about? It's got heaps. I saw the red before. I was like, oh, it's nearly out. It's got heaps. Okay, come on, nearly there, nearly there. Alright, Smithville Dam for the last time. Let's go. Let's get it done. Quick as we can. We should be seeing our drop-off point or our marker very soon. Even though we know where to go. There it is. There's our drop-off marker. Let's just get there. Oh, it's gone. Spoke too soon. Nice, nice. Straight for them rocks. Take it all. 53. Enough for the way out. That's all right. Ooh, alright, alright. That's it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Ooh, all right. All right, little mini heart attack right there. Come on. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. We're on the downhill stretch now. Figuratively and literally right here. Downhill. Let's go. Down to our drill. Yeah, make the corner, make the corner. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. Nice. Logs to the workers. Now we can resume our work. Thanks for your help. Nearly 10 grand. Okay. Oh. Wow. All right, we're done with Smithville Dam. Let's get out of here. Come on. Full speed ahead. Let's go. One contract to go. That's it. Timber for the locals. Let's get back into Black River. We'll get back into town. And then, yeah, we'll start doing some medium logs. We got 1 load to the town storage and then 3 to the farm. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're not taking that shortcut from before, you know, when we hook off to the right here. That was horrible. It was the episode when we delivered the drill. But yeah, I used that shortcut and it was disgusting. And again, what am I thinking? Trying to do a shortcut in a runner game. And that corner a bit late. Should have been trying to high range it from the start. All right, come on, come on, let's go. We gotta leave. We got other things to do. Oh, that's it. Good time, good time. Let's go. Ooh. What a beast. Alright. Okay. a shame this logging station didn't give both. That would have been perfect. You can't have everything, I suppose. Hope it doesn't give both and I'm just messing up. Sure it doesn't. No, medium. I've checked that like 100 times. Alright, drain it. Take everything. Thank you, fuel trailer. Thank you for your service. Plan of attack from here. We'll get down to the tunnel, the Black River. Say our goodbyes to Smithville Dam. We ain't coming back here. Get back into Black River proper. Alright, we're good. Yeah, get back into Black River proper. Cut it away. I'll get the P16 back to the log station. I was just going to drop it in town, but it's kind of pointless. It's got to get back to the log station anyway. Then we'll hook into some medium logs. And then we've got a bit of backwards and forwards to do in quick time though. So. The high range is so slow. Yeah, this garage here, I put in, like, not sitting in the garage, like actually stored them, was the twin steer and the Transtar. I wonder if I need to move them as well. Like transferring them from garage to garage costs money. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if I'm going to keep them all together. the twin steer might get sold off. I'll ponder that one for a while. Alright, here we go. Down this hill for the last time. Everybody, say goodbye to Smithville Dam. We ain't coming back. Alright, so like I said, I'll cut this away now. I'll pick you back up at that log station, but we'll hook into some medium logs, mix it up a bit. Uh-oh. That's bad. I'll show you what happens. There. You see that? I can't go anywhere. Shit. This is actually really bad. Attach. I gotta try to get this off. How do I get this off? I think you gotta quit out and start again. Yeah, I mentioned it way back at the start. You don't want anything stuck on your truck like this. I just can't go anywhere. It's like a brick wall once it leaves a certain area. Alright. Alright, I'll cut it away from here. I'll work this out and then we'll come back. We are back at Black River, just on the approach to the logging station. As you can see, I resolved the problem. I quit out, like a reload, solved it. If you're not sure what happened, just to explain it again, apart from trucks and cargo, any other object that's movable, say like that example, a street sign, or you might say these barriers, or these movable rocks, or anything else that you wouldn't consider normal cargo that can be moved. If they end up on your truck, they kind of the way the game's designed. I'll see if I can explain it. Somebody can probably explain it way better than what I can. The way the game is designed, those objects can only stay within a certain radius of their point. I think they're in a square, and once they hit the edge of that square, that's it. They're not going anywhere else. Like, you can't move them. Doesn't matter how powerful your truck is, like, that object is not going to move. And if you hit that limit at speed, it will actually damage your truck. So you either got to flick it off with a crane, shake it off somehow, or in the case of what I did, thankfully a reload sorted it out. Sure. Yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do after that. So just something to be mindful of. Like, that's why I was always a bit cautious going through the barriers. You just got to make sure you don't pick up any little bits, like they get stuck in your truck or on your bull bar or something. You just have to be mindful that any bits you pick up, you can't just drag it around. Like, that little sign couldn't be my sign friend for the rest of the game. It's not going to work. So that was a pretty good example of it. Anyway, I'm glad I resolved it though. So we will park here. I'm a bit sick of driving the P16 around, and we'll swap into the Western Star. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's local jobs now. Let's just smash them out. Smash it out. Be done with it. about there, that'll do. Whoops. Alright, next. Come on, we're trying to be quick. Come on, come on, come on. What's going on here? Alright, let's get moving. Come on. This can go straight to the farm. Nice quick one. Smash that out, come back. One more into town, one more to the farm. Then we're back in then we're back into long logs. Ooh. What the? I did nothing. What? Okay, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trailer. Whoa. That was, don't know if you saw that, that was pushing us out sideways then. Is this thing mangled up again? No, it's just... this combination is... Alright, quick refuel. Got to put up with it for, well, after this one more delivery and we're done. Yeah, down here. Don't normally go down this track. I go down this track this way. Just better be careful. Just ride down a low gear. That's it. That's it. Okay. Four deliveries to go. Oh, come on. Well, kind of 5, but, you know. A double delivery here. Plus 3 longs. Whatever you want to make it. Whatever you want to count it as. No, not going to worry about fuel. Get on the way back. Flat out now. Let's just get these done. Don't know what I hit coming out here. That was a bit of mystery damage. Unless I hit something there. Not sure. Alright, come on. Last load of mediums. Come on. About there, that'll do. Pick up 2? Oh yeah. That's a bit wild. Alright, come on. Ooh, don't drop it. Oh, we dropped it. Alright, we might be alright there. Ooh, might be a little far back. Yes. Excellent. Alright, let's go. Last delivery of mediums. Gotta drop one in town and one at the farm. Let's go. Let's go. And of course, it's raining. Yeah. It's not helping. This bloody trailer. Alright, easy here. Wow, come on. I think we're okay. Doing okay for fuel. I'm gonna leave that fuel for the P16. As much of that as we can. The Western Star here can fuel up in town and definitely make it. 175. Easy. Wow. I'm so over this trailer. It's like it's just like pushing the back end of the truck out the whole time. And you got to use like four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive like all the time, or any form of like control, because it just wants to throw it out. It's like it's by default lifting the back wheels. All right, come on, our last deliveries. And then we're done with it. No silly mistakes at the end here. So now there is a way. I was reading it the other day. Actually, there is a way to manipulate which bit of cargo you want the objective to take. And I should have thought of it, but you know, there's smarter people out there than me. So we'll get in position. We line up. So I want it to take the trailer. We'll just park there. Now, how do we do it? We want to disconnect. And this works with normal cargo as well. So we'll detach trailer. Then we're going to unpack. Detach. And we're good. So it should. Needs 1 medium logs. It's only going to take the packed cargo. We repack, move on. Perfect. It's oh so very simple, and yet I didn't think of it. Right, refuel here. Refuel. Yeah, just take it all. That's fine. Yeah, so that's it. I was, just having a look to see if there was a way to manipulate it at all. If I'm missing something silly, and I was. It was quite obvious what you could do. Yeah, and normal cargo. It's never going to take, because it won't accept unpacked cargo. So, there you go. Alright, now just to the farm for this one. You're probably wondering why I'm still dragging this trailer. We can sell trailers. I'm gonna change the rule a little bit. We do only sell them for 30%. That's baked in, but I'm gonna, oh my god, careful. I am going to change that slightly to be, we can only sell trailers that we buy, basically just to try to recover costs. Especially for logging stuff, it can be pretty expensive. And we're okay. So yeah, that's our little update there. So I'll keep dragging this absolute nightmare of a trailer around. I'm gonna have to detach it. Such a read forward. I don't think that really did much. Alright. Wow, I parked that in a terrible place. Ooh. Alright, alright. Okay. Alright, truck. Come on. Oh. Oof. Alright, done. B16. And as you can see, top left, 3 long logs. That's all we've got left. We can do it. It should be a good little route. If we take the sealed road, basically all the way around. Just get that there. Just truck. Basically the sealed road. Pretty much all the way around to like the really log. To near the garage where the fuel station is. This, what a disaster. Wow. Okay. Come on. You'll see what I mean. Basically the sealed road, yeah, to near the... just before the little water obstacle as you're heading into town. Then we come back over the bridge from the drill site. Should be a quick little loop. I hope they pack. Yes. Alright, let's go. You'll see what I mean. Like, we'll take the easier drive in and then we can sort of just bang it around getting out of there. Don't want to risk... probably could go over the bridge that we built near the drill site, but it's just a risk not worth taking. stalling it out. Come on. We're going for fuel. 230. Not too quick. 234. Okay. Now we are on the home stretch. Come on. This is... I'm dragging out this ending so much. So the track I meant we could take is right here, this one, where we took down the that large construction rig trailer down there, and it could probably well do it. Well, it would. The P16 has smashed the logs through there, no problem. Down to our bridge, down to the drill site, and then you just got to get it over the creek. But it's... Yeah, it'd probably do it easily. It's not that rough, like as rough as this, but that little bit of risk there that if you manage to unpack it somehow, twist up the trailer, when this option here is available to me just to take sealed roads, why do we not do this? And I'm just thinking, like, if something were to happen going through there, then I gotta get the Kodiak out. It's got to come down, sort out the issue, get out of there, back to the log station. Oh. Alright, so this is it. This is our turn off. Jeez. Do you really need much more wood? Come on. Greedy. Alright, one down. Now I can just fire off this way. Fuel, we got heaps. Nice. Alright, 1 of 3. Alright, 2 more times. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, it's doing it. Come on, come on, come on. Get up. There we go. Wow, he really doesn't like dragging his trailer around. Look at that drill site. Look at that. What a beauty. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not concentrating here. just looking at the time on my phone. Alright. No, we've got 2 to go. That one was pretty good. That was a good time. I reckon, yeah, the next one. Let's barrel it out as well. So close, so close. Oh, no, don't do that. What am I? Yeah. Tuck it underneath the chassis. Oof. There we go. All right, round 2. Let's go. Yeah, we can pack it. Whew. All right, let's go. As quick as we can. Come on. Come on. Okie dokie, and we're off. Let's go. We'll get this one in the bag, and then the last one we can... Well, we'll give the Kodiak a drag out just to get up on the road. So it's ready to return. So we're going to have to get everything back to the garage. One out again. I thought I had enough speed. Alright, fuel. Nah, we're alright. Easy, easy. Yeah, I might even have to contemplate in the future, like loading up all this logging at the end. Maybe I try to sort of spread it out. Kind of like the contracts. I think running around and doing all the taskings was a bit of a, not a huge error, but a little bit. So there were a few contracts that tied in with other taskings that I could have probably spread it out, mixed it up a bit better. But yeah, I wonder if there's logging, if there's anything I can kind of do the same. That's right, we'll look into it in the future. It's just so much, so much backwards and forwards. Big old drives. Anyway. Alright, heaps of fuel. No problems. One to go, come on. We are so close. Oops. Okay, that way. I've ripped them all out. That's better. Alright, come on. Come on. I'm excited. Let's get it done. I was about to drop a very, very Australian reference then and say I'm Big Kev excited, but then I'd be definitely showing my age, and it's a very Australian reference. Good old Big Kev, he's no longer with us. But I will say, for those of you who do know him, way back in the day, like 24 years ago, I ended up at a bar in Townsville, and he was there, and a group of us, and we ended up drinking with him. He's a very, very funny guy. And the women loved him. He was just like the popular guy at the bar. For obvious reasons. He was a cool dude. Anyway. That's enough about that. Fuel, 159, okay. Okay, alright, we're doing alright. Shall we fill up the right thing this time? Yes. Camera, come on, work it out. Into the quarry for the last time. Let's go. Let's get it done. Yep, that'll do. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Go there. Oh, Dawn's braking. Very good. Bit wild. Come on, come on, come on. Just make sure I can pack that down. Yes. Come on, out of there. He dug a hole. Alright. Yeah, that should be alright. That should be alright. This truck. We'll just drag it out. The Kodiak, that is. Just so it's... Just make sure it's going to turn that corner. Yeah. Just to get it out on solid ground up the hill here. I'm not going to drag it all the way back. There's no need for that. Just stay upright. That's all I ask. We'll just get it up here. Just up past this sign and we'll be good. It'll be pretty rock solid. Yeah, beautiful. Yep, I'm right there. We'll tidy that up later. Alright, fuel. Yeah, heaps. Alright, come on. No silliness on the way back either. Come on. So looking ahead a little bit, obviously Alaska is next. I did say at the very start I was doing them all in order. And I also said I was going to try to mix up the trucks as much as I could within reason. I have a feeling P16 will be doing logging in Alaska, unless another option presents itself. And I say that because I don't know. Again, I don't know much about Alaska. I don't know what vehicles we're going to recover. Yeah, what that's going to entail. At least plan A at this stage will be the P16 will make an appearance. Maybe the White Western Star, maybe as more of a support role. For my Scout, I'm actually going to use the Scout 800 International. That's a definite. That's locked in because I said it way back. I absolutely love that car. For some reason, I just think it's cool to look at. You put that crawler suspension on it now. Like, it used to be real tippy. The crawler suspension, it does the job. And yeah, very old school cool kind of thing with that car. That's the vibe I get. And the other thing, because I was trying to, like, I am going to do it all in order as much as I can, as in DLC release with the maps, and it was also going to be the trucks because I wasn't going to throw in a late game truck into, you know, any of the original maps. I was looking at there was a truck that was released at the start. I think is it called the Navi Star or the Nav Star? It's a heavy truck. It does have some flaws apparently. I was having a quick look, but yeah, anyway, I'll do a bit more homework there. I feel like that might make an appearance. It depends how much it costs as well. Could be a bit cost prohibitive, because that's the other thing I've got to consider. But anyway, we'll have a look. But at least, yeah, my Scout will be the Scout, and yeah, most likely the P16 will come back. But yeah, initial planning, looking at the Navi Star, which that'll be pretty good. Mix it up. All right, come on, here we go. This is the last delivery. You can see in the top right, 2 or 3 down. Come on. This is a marathon episode again, just to get this done. I just wanted this done so bad. I love Michigan. It's a good map. It's a good intro, but yeah, I've said it, like I've done it a few times now. You're just like, oh, I get a bit over it at the end. And I think because I've been planning the next one, I've like had to cut together the briefing video. I'm looking at all this stuff I haven't done. I'm like, I just want to do that. Let me do that instead. All right, the last delivery, Iron Trail. Let's go. Here it is. Thank you for helping develop our region. Without drivers like yourself, we'd never gotten it done. $22,000. Now, bang, look at that. Michigan, 100%. And you can see the middle right there, exploration status, missions 89 of 89, vehicles 8 of 8, watchtowers 26 of 26. And then down the bottom, upgrades unlocked 21 of 21. Wow, that is pretty good. Look at that, ticks across the board. Tasks, ticks across the board. I'm gonna be very upset if I find one I haven't done. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Trucks. Yeah, don't worry about that. Contests. Oh, that one there. That was aggravating. That was one where I kept damaging the truck going downhill. But anyway, we got it done. That's what you just got to finish it. It counts. All right, now that is it. I'm going to cut it here because we are done. That is mission complete. Fantastic. I'm going to pick you up back at the garage. I'll see you there. All right, everybody, we're back at the garage here. Just posing for a group photo, as you do. Feel like you need to do one every time. Anyway, so look, that's it. That's it for Iron Trail. We are done. We are absolutely done with it. There is one more video to make, and that's going to be our exfil, our post-op, pack up, clean up, repairs, all that. I'll be making that one next, hence why everyone had to come back. That'll cover things like selling trailers, stripping trucks for parts, deciding which ones I'm going to sell, which ones I'm going to keep, and just that sort of stuff, and get what we can ready for our next operation into Alaska. So that is it. That's it for Iron Trail. If you made it this far though, coming up also, it's got a bit of an update video for runner mode. A few issues we've encountered along the way, updates on those, and a bit of a brief channel update. It's cool. Like I said, I got the exfil video. I've got a new section which will be firing up driver training. I won't give away any spoilers on that. You'll work it out pretty quick what it's all about. Looking forward to that. And another video called, it is a fleet review. It's actually going to be a short. Again, another reason why I had to drag everyone back here. So that'll make sense pretty quick as well. And then we'll crack on into our next operation. I got the briefing ready. I'm ready. Bruce is ready. Everyone's ready. So that's it. Iron Trail is done. Thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Whiskey One, signing off. Stand by for incoming transmission.